Hello, welcome to ExcelEase on Tech Hustler YouTube channel. In this video, we will take our first steps into Microsoft Excel. If you are new to Microsoft Excel or you are just brushing up, this is the right place to be. So in this lesson, we will be talking about the interface of the Microsoft Excel. With the Microsoft Excel, we have a worksheet and a workbook. So in this lesson, I will give you the differences between the workbook and the worksheet. So talking about a workbook is simply the collections of worksheets, while a worksheet are into rows and columns and cells. So talking about this, I will give you examples for you to understand. So with a worksheet, you can see that we have 1 here and then we have A here. So with the A, it moves from B, C to infinity. And then with the 1, it moves from 1 to infinity. So the A, B, C, D, E, F that you see here are what we call the columns. And then the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that you see here are what we call the rows. So the worksheet has rows and columns. And then within each rows, there are cells. Okay. And with the workbook, is the collection of worksheets. So beneath here, you can see that we have sheet 1 and sheet 2. So sheet 1 represents the first sheet and then sheet 2 represents the second sheet. So putting this together, they become a workbook. So giving you this scenario, I believe you've got to know the differences between a worksheet and a workbook. The next part of the interface that we are going to talk about is the ribbons and tabs. So on the topmost part of your worksheet or of the Microsoft Excel, you can see that File, Home, Insert, Page Layout, Formulas, Data, Review, View, Help. You can see all these items over there. So these items put together form a ribbon. And then each of these items will be called a tab. So I can say the File tab, the Home tab, the Insert tab. Okay. And the next one I'm going to talk about is the menu bar. So with the menu bar, we have multiple sections. You can see the clipboard section, you can see the font section, you can see the alignment section, you can see the number section, you can see the styles section. So each of these tabs will give you different kind of menu bar. So selecting the Insert tab will give me a different menu bar. So you can see tables, add-ins, charts, sparklings, filters, and then links. All these things have their specific use. So in the next videos, I'll be teaching you the use of these menu bars. Moving on, we'll be talking about the name box and the formula bar. The name box displays a selected cell. So for instance, if I select cell B3, the name box displays cell B3. If I select cell C7, the name box will display cell C7. So you can see name box being displayed over there. And the next feature or part we will talk about is the formula bar. With the formula bar, it displays the value of the selected cell. So if I enter, let's say 10 in cell C7, the formula bar will display 10. If I enter, let's say 20 in cell B7, the formula bar will display 20. And within the formula bar, you can also enter values or a value for it to display in the selected cell. So now I have selected cell C3. So in cell C3, if I want to enter anything, I can go to the formula bar and type, let's say, Kweku. Okay. So now I've entered Kweku in the formula bar. When I go back to the cell C3, you can see Kweku over there. So that is the work of the name box and the formula bar. Another feature we'll be talking about is the row, column, and cell. So in Excel, those headers with alphabets are called columns. So here I can say column A, column B, column C, column D, and those with numbers are called rows. So I can say row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4, and row 5. And then a cell is the intersection of a row and a column. So here, each of these boxes you can see here are called a cell, and then each cell has a name. So the name of the specific cell is the intersection of a specific row and a column. So as you can see, I am in cell E3 as displayed in the name box. So if you can take a critical look at this, we are on row 3 and then column E. So row 3 and column E intersects here, and then the name of that intersection will be the name of the column name or the column head and then the row head. So here we can say we are in cell E3. Cell E3. So that is that for the cell. So moving on, we'll be talking about sheet tabs, and I think I've already explained or discussed this with you. The sheet tabs are these ones, that is sheet 1, sheet 2. I can add a new sheet tab. That is when I click on this, I can add a new sheet tab. So the sheet tabs are these ones. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel and share this video for others to also learn. See you in the next lesson.